Good morning, everybody. I never did get that. Hmm. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know where I'm at with anything. Give me just 1 second. So what's going on with these things? Oh, I see we're still in our cell. Cell. Yep, the cell I called to the 4 hour NQ blue line look to go down. Looks like we're still heading there. So let's go to 4 hour NQ1 and see what it looks like. And we'll be looking at the 4 hour chart. Here's where we're trying to see. That's sloppy to me. We're going to look inside of that. And we're going to call. Yeah. All indices, 6 indices that we follow regularly, you'll go ahead and, well, it's going to pull back up before open. But at any rate, it's going to eventually go back down to $24,444.44 for NQ1 on the sell 4 hour on all indices. Will continue that. What you're going to see between now and open is going to be a little hook. It's going to maybe come down close, hook, come back up to here, come back down to there, just exactly like it did yesterday on the 3 hour, well, 2 hour, 3 hour. And that's my call.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Now, let's get back over to here. Publish. Good morning to everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook Live. I have to get one thing set that I've been forgetting every time now. Let's see. Yep, that's the one thing we need to do. Done. All right, now we're going to come back over to here. Is the terminology external hard drive, is that not an accurate thing to say anymore? Because I don't know. I have dozens, well, a dozen or so of them, maybe about 15. Yeah, maybe about 20. But at any rate, I know they have the memory sticks, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, external hard drives, I don't know. You just plug them in, 1 tetra. And I didn't know when they got so expensive. I thought memory was real cheap for computers. I haven't looked at that stuff in a while. Oh, by the way, this is Keith's old shirt, Safe Trade System shirt. Let's see. Good morning, Jake. Jake is #1 on YouTube today. Good morning, Kirk. Good morning, Christian Cantu. What's up, Stacy? Blessed day to you, Damien, and to all of you. Listen, may God bless each and every one of us in Jesus Christ's name with all the happiness and health that he can give us. Love you and thank you for the good and bad in our lives. Help us to focus more on the good. And please take us all to heaven where time should come. Amen. All right. I haven't been doing enough prayers lately. Oh, yeah. All right. Where were we? Good morning, Grant and Orlando. Good morning. I swear this red light. Eli. Good morning, Martar. Your younger generation might not know. It's Point, actually. She was young. They're mostly solid state now. Yeah, they suck. No, they don't, but they're expensive as heck. I remember buying those external hard drives years ago. I mean, like 8 years, maybe, whatever. And it was penny. It was under $100. And I don't know, whatever. That's fine. Oh, good morning. Who's that? Oh, Rod. Oh my God. Good morning, Rod. Henderson. Sorry, Rod. This is tough. Good morning, Paul. Good morning. Brad. Good morning, Mindful. And good morning, Sog. Ooh, yeesh, that was a tough one right there. Okay, TikTokers. Shoot, fired. I don't have my TikTok set up. Oh, jeez. Run it through here, maybe. I have no idea. Not what I want. I'm live now. We don't care. Good morning, Lazarus on TikTok, Larry on TikTok, Super Z, Kev on TikTok, Uncle Damien on TikTok, Ryan Marcus on TikTok, user 6240 on TikTok, and Martar on TikTok. All right, now let's do maybe. My case is too thick. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh. How is it going to work? Okay. We have to have the consistency subs, but that's at the end of the month with the other. I already took my methylene blue. Thank goodness I actually remembered. What's up, what's up, Brad? Hold on. What's up, Brad? 5044. Can you please check Litecoin? LTC? Yes, I think so. Sure will. Give me 1 second. Good morning, Persistent. Good morning, Mr. Miyagi. You heard about the case when the guy drank a large volume of colloidal silver and it turned his skin permanent. Yeah. Yeah, that's an old one. That's like way back on the internet. Yep. Colloidal silver, which works, by the way. Just don't do it like he did it. They sell it now. Where'd that guy go that asked that question about Litecoin? Yeah, right here. All right. Can you please check Litecoin? Uh-oh. Gotta be careful. Where would I go? I'll go to... no, these aren't even... These were just connected. What in the world? Oh, okay. All right. So do we want... Yeah, there we go. We'll do it on this one. All right, we're going to check Litecoin. Good morning again to everybody. Oh, hold on. I think I have it right here. Might be in the other list because I kept it. Although no. Well, hold on. I thought I at least pulled a Bitcoin here. Maybe not. All right, let's go back over to this list. I think that's it right there. Why would it be on the top? Oh, because I pulled out Ethereum and in the thing. That's why. All right, we're going to look at Litecoin. I've already called out what the 6 indices are going to do. Is the first thing I did when I came on. So probably a lot of you missed that, as a guess. What do we got? What do we got? All right, we have Litecoin. Everybody that's in the group knows which direction this is headed, because 1 or 2 or 100 of you speak up and say this is a downward trend or an upward trend. Price action is below the blue line. I hope all my little peeps get that right. So we're going to say downward. All right, let's take a look. Something's going on with that 4 hour. So we're going to head over there because we can see a buy stop has formed. A BS is formed on the 4 hour daily. So we can see that, but we need to go look at it ourselves. So what we're going to do is head over to that 4 hour and see what's up. Man, actually, shockingly, how is this a 4 hour buy? Whoa, hold on. Hold. Good morning to everybody on TikTok. How long have they been dropping that? Thank you, Grant. Good morning, M. Gilly. All right. 1 hour? Oh. Well, I guess that's true. And see how it read to the highest one. Dang on, Keith, you're so damn gone good. Good morning, Michael Mike. See, it's a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. I don't think we're going to make that to the 5 hour. I swear. Maybe I shouldn't do red light first thing. No, it is not. All right, so it is a 4 hour buy stop on Litecoin. What's interesting to me is it's got to be something. Ooh, daily sell Litecoin. Well, I'll give you some numbers. Well, okay, so it's the 4 hour buy, daily sell. Hold on, let me finish this out for her. Then I'll get into what this is going to do. Oh, just still. Well, the 3 month, yeah, that thing's either going to get ready to explode or they're pulling it on that. All right, let's go back again. Litecoin. 3 months, 6 months. Monthly 3 monthly buy stop Litecoin. That's the only thing I would care about. Now, it's going to go, let me move it down to maybe here. Litecoin will be doing this exactly. It's going to shoot fire, but we got to get to that 4 hour. Okay. It's going to go. How do I word this so people understand? Ultimately, on a daily chart, let's start there. Litecoin is going to go down to $45.19. Then you're going to see, or thereabouts, and then you're going to see Litecoin flip and turn probably into like a 6, 7, 8 hour buy stop. We'll have to see how that develops. And then when it turns into the buy stop, it will look and go back up. No, I don't want to call it off that. Let me go maybe to a 12 hour. Yeah, let's see that one. Yeah, let's see this if I pull it. Is that far enough back for me to see? Yeah. Let me go back to here then and see what that looks like. And then you'll see it eventually work its way up to $76.65. at the time, it'll be somewhere between a 5 hour, 7 hour buy, maybe 9. And then what you're going to see is, yeah, it's going to do that 12-hour daily. So, and then what do we have? What do we have? That 3-week monthly, 3 monthly buy stop. Litecoin on that basis, which will take time. It could take, oil took a week when I called it on a no, yeah, I think that was a 3 month, 6 month. Then this, oh my goodness, XRP took like 2.5 years. So you just have to have patience. I swear some of you are just so whatever. Okay, now, I don't know how low I called it, but I can see that $26.88 occurring again. But I don't know if it'll go that low, but Kim, please write that down so we have it at least documented. Once it flips, we said 70, whatever I'm going to call it again. So as it turns back upwards after time, however much time that may be, whatever God wants, it'll go back to $63. It'll go back to $78. It'll go back to $99. It'll go back to $112. It'll go back to $135. Somewhere around 135, I'm going to call it, but eventually it will work its way up past there. Yeah, that's fine. And that is for Litecoin.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Oh, I see a reverse Oreo sandwich. Where's Tommy at? Oh, look at our little reverse Oreo. Yeah, I'm still calling it. Now, is it short-term flipping? No, it is not. Why is it not short-term flipping? Come on, give us some money. All right, we're going to go all the way down to the microscopic subatomic. Okay, I have no idea what I'm talking about. No, that's a cell. Cell. Nah, blah, blah, blah. I already told you where it's going on the cell. I ain't saying it again. I'll hang here. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Who do we got? Good morning, Barani. Can you please take a look at GPP? Oh, thank goodness. There we go. The red light's done now. Yay. Can you please look at GBP USD? Oh yeah, I love the Forex pairs. My old stomping grounds. It really is, actually. Oh, where do I say? I'll just put it in. I'll find it again. G. We don't have it saved, really. We've read this one multiple times. All right, first thing we look at whenever I look at any chart is I come over to the sniper rifle. Why is that the first thing I look at? Because it's a cheat sheet. It tells me what's going to happen and what is happening and what's going to happen. So if we look at the faster time periods, sorry on that one. If you look at the faster time periods, the 1 second green or buy stop to the 1 second blue line, green, still showing a sell stop here, but then you can see it's green again. When you see green in most anything in life, green means up, red means down. So we can look over here, see what's flipping, what's going on, and then you can look a little higher time frames, and this is so much easier to see. You can see there's something different between the 1 minute green up arrow and the 3 minute red down arrow. See, this one is up and this one is down. So we should go over to the 2 minute and say, hey, 2 minute, what are you doing? Why were we going up on this move? Or are we going down? Oh, look at that. Everybody that has my system and or been stealing it for years and years and years, yeah, we know you're out there. Is this a high probability trading pattern that it's going to go up or that it's going to go down? Every one of my members or people who's been stealing, go ahead and speak up. Is this trade going to go up or down? I'll wait for YouTube. It's about a 10-second delay. Good morning, Joe Biga. What's up, Joe? Good morning, Damien. That pullback on gold is beautiful. I will take your word for that. No one on? Did anyone on TikTok answer? Is this a high probability buy pattern you're looking at right here? Wait, maybe I'm not zoomed in enough. Am I not talking? Is this a high probability pattern to go up? And if so, to where actually? Okay, so I did get some answers. I got a couple answers on TikTok. Grant's always the one to answer. I sort of got, and I hope Grant's kicking major fucking ass with the system. He always answers. Thank you, Grant. Up, yes. Some of it, and Kirk, yeah, another one there that always does it. Thank you, guys. All right. So yeah, it's up. Well, okay. In our system, we know where things are going to go. Without my system over here, you don't know what the heck this is, what this is going to do, or anything else. But if we come back over to here, I'll put them right there for us. If we come back over to here, you can clearly see the green. Green means up. There's a lot of green here. It's going to go up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8. You can clearly see the sniper rifle, pink, purple lines are low. Why that keeps showing a movement? We don't have any in the. No, well, anyway, that this is going to go up also. So this will be going to the 2-minute blue line for GBP USD. And you can, well, it's kind of flipping already on those 10 seconds, but I can go down here. We can look there too, 5 seconds. So take any buy stop take any trade upward. When you see the high probability trade of a buy, we call a buy stop. When you see that, take any of those that are below the 2-minute blue line, and then it will go up to the 2-minute blue line. Okay? And let's see what it looks like. Towards 1.33. Yeah, towards that, yes. I like 1.32957, if I said that right. And that's what GBP USD is going to do short to medium term. And by the way, see, so as we're talking, you can see it flipping. As we're talking, you can see it going up. So since we started talking, I'm sure somewhere down in here, when it was down here at like 1.32789, and now look, it's all the way up there. See? And it's going up before your very eyes. Isn't that sweet? So that is how the system works.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Thank you for answering, Larry and user6240 on TikTok. All right. So that is for that time frame. But now we can go back to a sniper rifle and say, hey, red is trending downward like in the mid time frames. Wonder what that's about. So let's go back over here and see. We're going to go to the 4-hour daily. And that's not good. So it's going down towards from the 4-hour towards the daily, but where is the down heading? Well, we happen to have that magical blue line, which is our bullseye. Yeah, there's a good one. Sell. Whatever. 4-hour, 12-hour sell to the price action price. GP is going to go down to 1.31403 on a sell to the 12-hour blue line. Demo trade only, not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. All right, now, after that, I can see this is something. So let's go over here and see what that something is. Oh, buy stop, high. Hold on. It is a daily, weekly buy. Boy, that's fantastic. It's an upward sloping W. There's, let me, boom, watch. Let me take off some of those. All right, now look. Looky. Charts, GBP, USD. This is a daily. Each candle's a daily. Each histogram bar is a daily. And these are daily candles. It takes a long time for daily trades to develop. What you're going to see is price action was here, was below, came up, right? Had a buy stop, went up a little, came back down, formed a, what it's doing currently, a weekly buy stop, came up huge, came back down. If I'm noticing things correctly at this point for this particular trade, this is a boop. So this is going to be a upward sloping second leg of an upward sloping W. Can you see that in the middle there? Watch. I don't really teach the W's, but if you're going to learn them, you might as well know what they really are. And this right here, they always do an M in the middle of a the buy, the move up when they can. Sometimes it's a too slow of a moving thing and they can't do it, but on the faster ones they always do. So with this W, with this M in the middle, that's what it looks like. Let me scoot this over just a little bit. You guys can see it over there too. Okay. Yeah. Then what you see for that is right. It goes like this, like that, like that, like that. It looks like this. Well, this is a triple bottom, so technically the W started here. Went doop 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 3 times. Then you had your logo trade right here. Well, we're digressing. So yeah, for this one then, GBP USD, this is a gorgeous, picture perfect buy on a daily, I mean, yeah, this is really nice, weekly. And not only is it a daily, weekly buy stop, it's a daily, weekly, and because we have enough history, thanks to the great trading view, we have enough history to see where it's going, which is that blue line right here. So to be clear, in the simplest words I can speak, GBP USD is going to go up. The price of it will go from where this green dotted line is up to where this blue line is, or at least towards it. So I'm going to go ahead and call GBP USD a daily, weekly buy stop. And this is a longer term trade. Imagine each candle is a week. So why didn't it go up in 15 minutes? Because it's probably going to take a year. But it will be going up to / towards 1.46561. And that's what it's going to do. And that is my call.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Sevens. Throw up your gang signs, peeps. Sevens, if you guys understand that. What's up, Mike Glowinski? Good morning, Glow. Sevens, if you guys understand a little bit of what I just called on GBP USD. I'll take anything. Anybody out there got a 7? I'll take a stranger passing through. And says it's actually a very good opportunity for GBP USD. How do they do the, oh shoot, they took away Nadex. Is John, who's on? Martar? Well, let me get into my, hold on. I'm digressing all over the place. Let me get over here. Good morning, Jay Wynn. Thank you for joining me on TikTok. I have to take that away for a second. Let me see over here. I do not see. Okay, there you go. Okay, so today is private VIP, you and me. 3/19/26 Thursday. What is this about? Well, I'll just call it 9 a.m. EST. All right, where we at? Required, nope. Passcode, no, definitely not the wait. Or passcode, yes, definitely not the waiting room. Yes, they can videotape themselves. Don't care, don't care. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get the VIPs in here. Start this meeting. Open the meeting. Connecting to the meeting. One, two, three.
1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Recording in progress.
Boom. There you go. Sharing the screen. Nope, don't care. Sharing the screen. Yep, even the right screen. Boom, baby. Now let's go over to participants. Invite. Copy invitation. Go over to here. Yeah, this is the part that annoys me. Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. How are you supposed to? I can't see over all this. Oh, jeez. Now you guys are going to see some of the Zoom for a minute. And there we go. All right. Oh, yeah. You guys should be receiving your emails soon. How do I get out of that one? And then I'm going to post it up in the Discord VIP right now. It's up in the Discord. Email has been sent. Hopefully everyone gets that. Participants, yep. Oh, don't care. Chat. There we go. Let's go back to here. Mike, first one in. I guess he got his email or something. What's up, buddy? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Kevin.
How are you, bud? Oh, there we go. You doing okay this morning?
Morning, Yes, sir.
Good morning, Larry? I wasn't sure who said that. Good morning, Marley Mar. Good morning, Mike Glowinski. Good morning, Miss Taraya Edwards. Where were we over here, peeps? Great analysis as usual, says Barani. Thanks, Barani. Appreciate that. Good morning, Erica. Can you look at NQ? I did and will again. Yes, I sure will. Absolutely, yes. What is up, King NPAI? Going to the meeting, says they're nice. Hi, Kev. Hope you're well. What's your take on gold? Sure, I haven't looked at gold yet. I'll look at that. Who is that? Alvar. I'm sorry. I'll just call him Alvar. I don't know what the rest of that is. I sure will look at it for you, though. Good morning, El Flacco. Happy rising to you, Miss Taraya Edwards. Barani, GBP USD hit its 2-minute blue line. And thank God. Let's take a look. Ah. Yeah. There you go. So, well, let's give credit where credit is due. Everyone here saw me make that call live that's been here. It just did the ricochet, came up, well, it went up, touched it, came back down, ricocheted, did our logo trace. Matter of factly, I can show you all that if you want. How much time do we have? 8:50. Yeah, I can probably do it. But yeah, this is a typical classic that Tommy is knowingly, unknowingly going to be working on this logic right here. But yeah, so I can explain it to you or not. But good morning, Erica. How accurate was that call? So, for instance, Barani, thank God, but there's easily, how many of you here? Yeah, there's going to be easily 60, 70, 80 of you here. And I know that some of my students have been with me for a while. They're like, yeah, he just did it again, no big deal. But in reality, how many of us who's been trading all our lives and failing at it, and I know a lot of you aren't, you didn't go through the same loser way that all the rest of us did. A lot of you, found my system and were smart and bought it right away. But then there was those of us who weren't so smart like me. And we didn't have the system, and we lost all the time, so much so that I lost $26,500 when I didn't have that was all the money I had in the world, and I had a family to take care of. So I kept losing and losing and losing, and then I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Then I figured out something. Uh-oh. Frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You guys can't hear me?
We hear you, but you're not moving.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh, hold on. Let's check something real quick. I don't know. Let's see.
There you go.
Moving?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. We're good. Long story short is, I think because I'm on a lot and accurate a lot, that we take for granted what you're hearing and seeing. But imagine when you first started trading that you'd be able to say, someone would be able to come on and say, hey, it's going to go from here to there. Then it's going to ricochet, come back down and come up again. And I couldn't imagine that ever of happening when I first started to trade, or maybe 10 years in. I just couldn't I would have thought it's impossible to be logically seeing. You see your this is okay, we got to, if you guys want to see something, we might have to make this a training video. You're going to need to pay attention to this next few minutes of what I'm about to tell you if you want to ever have, this is just perfect. Look at this fucking, Wow. Okay. There's so many things right with this picture right here. This is GBP USD 2-minute. So each candle's 2-minute, each thing. Okay, if I have to tell you all that, get the fuck out. All right, here we go. You see green. This system green is up, red is down. We can see the red. Look at this perfection of how the system works. Just look at this. Okay, everybody here better be paying the fuck attention. And I don't care if the market open happens, we're running. So watch this now. Listen to me and listen well. Holy this is like everything right for a buy and a sell all in one screen right here. All with the, without the sniper, with the sniper, with, look at this perfection. Okay, what am I talking about? Why am I so happy? Well, let's take a look. I'm going to make it so everyone can see this. Oh, yeah. Okay, I would really, matter of fact, I am going to take a screenshot of this because you might as well just take advantage of what we got. And since we stumbled upon this morning, without even looking, we're going to grab it. Let me see if I can get over here. We're going to take it from here to there. And we're going to call this, because I'll use this on later ones. Oh boy. La-di-da-da-da-da-da. Nope, we need to put it under pictures. All right. Okay. All right. So what am I going on about? Well, ends up that our little peeps, known as humans, can think and see things better than code, than AI at the moment when it comes to trading. We can clearly see and easily see price action, the price of this. Should I point? I like pointing, but you guys like that dang on square. So let me use square. Here. Okay, so let's look inside. Follow the bouncing ball. No, here, look. This is your square. Price action is above and to the left of the EMAs. It's just as simple as that. You come over down here, price action is below and to the left. So you can't, this is a 2-minute GBP USD. I'm going to explain the simplicity of trading. So you will see price action dip, whether it's a 2-minute GBP trade or whether it's a 5-hour Litecoin trade or whether it's a 6-week Bitcoin trade. This is what happens. Price action will dip under. It may or may not hook up right there, but we can clearly see price action stays under. All my indicators turn red. Do you see how amazingly accurate? You'll see down here they start to turn. You've already would have saw the blue already had dipped down. So, okay. As slowly as I can explain this to you, we have price action here that is green flipping to red. So green means up, red means down. You can see this green candles turn to red. Well, then you see all my other indicators. When price action goes below, you'll see the AOK or the BAOK indicator. It doesn't matter. Right here, this little indicator was green. It turned to red. Then all the bullshit, see how quickly the bullshit was on top of it? And then what happened? And then you see all the other real direction bars turn to red. Then you saw immediately, before pretty much anything happened, you saw this blip right here, which was your downward turn of the blue on the sniper. The blue dropped dramatically, right? And stayed down. So we flipped from a buy situation to a sell. Sevens, if everyone sees that. 9, if somehow I was talking too fast or something and you didn't get it. I'm with you 4 years. This month, purchased the system again. This morning, finding you, Bree, has completely changed my life. Aw, thanks, Larry. I want to use that one for a testimonial. Again, we get a gold call for market open. I don't know if we will or not. What's up, Mufflin? Good morning, George. Good morning, Zilla. Good morning, Barani. All right, so sevens. Now listen, when we knew that these flipped and came down, right? Then they came up. Okay? This is your pullback. This is your Fibonacci retracement if it worked. But this is what happens. The bullshit detector flips the green saying, nope, this isn't real. Stays red, stays red. Look at your pink, blue, purple, all high. First time it happens, orange went above. Let me grab this. I can't. Orange went above the red. You would have entered on the trade right here, trailed it all the way down to there. So my system shows you in no uncertain terms when the peak happens and when it flips to go down. There is no guessing. It tells you exactly the flow of the market. Maybe, could be. How do you do it live? Because we have all these indicators that predict the future with near 90.99999 accuracy. So look again. Well, what happens when it goes back up? How do we know when it goes from a sell to a buy? Well, let's take a look. Price action. Came up. Your price of whatever symbol you're looking at came up, came over. See, this is where it went from red to green. So what did it come over? It came over these 3 EMAs, 1, 2, and 3. There's an orange, a yellow, and a red in this case. So price came above those EMAs. So what does that mean? Well, it may start to do another sell stop, or it may turn into a buy stop. So what does that mean? Well, when you look for your buy stop, price action has to be above and to the left. So if you guys would just follow this simple rule, you could never, ever do, you would increase your win percentage by 50% if you just follow this one rule I'm about to tell you. When price action is below the 3 EMAs, you cannot take a buy. It has to flip, come above the 3 EMAs, and then you can take a buy. Oh. This helps every trader. This is a free gift of mine to every trader out there. I don't care if you have my system or not. I've just increased your chance of winning by understanding by 50%. If price action is below the 3 EMAs, it's a sell. If it comes above the 3 EMAs, it's a buy. That's simple. Well, what does that mean? What the fuck? What does that mean? Look, price action flipped. Let me move this one. Came up, came back down, and this is our first buy stop. Did another buy stop. Did our fill in the gap trade to the blue. You couldn't have asked for GBP USD. I couldn't have drawn this trade as good as real life is. This is just utterly amazing, what it did for us. I mean, this is if you want to understand the system on a little bigger basis rather than you guys are a little hyper-focused sometimes on things, but whatever. Then look at this. Everybody on TikTok, everybody on YouTube, okay? Please listen. No, the system does not repaint. I would never have ever have any system or an indicator repaint ever. There is only, oh shit, VIPs, am I frozen on YouTube? Oh shit, might be. VIPs, you guys there?
I'm here. We're here.
Oh, okay. Am I frozen on YouTube or are we moving?
You're moving.
On YouTube.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on. Oh, it's not about YouTube.
I don't know. I can't check it. Well, I can get the other phone out, I guess.
Here, I'll pull it up and see.
Hey, cause stupid
Checking
question.
right now.
Let me see if I can post it. This is amazing. Yes, you are frozen.
We can hear you on YouTube. However, you are frozen. You've been frozen. You haven't been moving for the past like 5 or so minutes.
Dang on YouTube. Let me see.
But you are. We can hear you on YouTube.
Oh, that's too bad. This is so you guys haven't seen well on your VIP, you guys seen it through Zoom. So you guys see this what I'm showing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, wow. Let me get them unfrozen if I can, because I really want this on there for them. Let me kill this. Let me kill me.
Hold on, don't kill it, Kevin. You're frozen. Your image is frozen, but we see your screen is moving.
No, on VIP, you guys are cool. It's
No, on YouTube. It's just that you are frozen. On YouTube, you're physical, but your screen is not frozen. On YouTube, it's just that your image is frozen. That it just disappeared. So we can see your cursor and everything moving.
since the lesson, said George. Yeah, well, if they can't see what I'm teaching, then yeah, I'm gonna have to.
The chart is moving on YouTube. The chart is moving on YouTube. You're fine on the chart, but your physical, your picture, you're frozen.
Oh, I don't give a shit about. Let me get rid of me. I thought I just did get rid of me.
Then we don't have to see you. We don't have to see your beautiful face.
Yeah, 100% no. Yeah, I definitely.
You can see the chart is moving on YouTube.
Let's see this then. Okay, so somehow the chart is moving. I don't know what the hell. There we go. And I know they always screw around with the updates, but I just did the update, so it should be good. Not on YouTube. On YouTube, your chart and screen works fine. We can see teaching. Oh, thank God. I really want to go over the whole thing again. All right. So let's start. If everyone can see and hear me, maybe I really need to look at this. 4-hour blue line NQ touched. Oh, nice, Martar. Good morning, Martar. Thank you, sir. The very first thing I called this morning was a certain thing. We can, but half the screen wasn't showing. It's just the logo now. I'm hearing you on VP. We can see you. Oh my God. So everyone can or cannot see me, because if I can't see it on YouTube, I'm just going to probably pull back out of that. I just want it. This is such a, if we're going to, maybe I can open up the VIP if we don't talk about too much today. If I just do it there, then I can just send this video to, I can make it a public one. We'll see. Okay. 4 cube line, don't care. 12, don't care. Now it's good, says George. We can see the charts on YouTube, says Barani. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to this because I'm not going to let, how much time I have? Oh, yeah, I'm good. All right. Let me know. Well, I have my alarm set, don't I? Maybe. Maybe not. All right. Here we go. This right here is the perfect sell, and this right here is the perfect buy setup. I mean, this should be, wow, this might have to be used in our new training videos coming up because this is live happening. Called it. Look at this. Yowza. Okay, so when we see inside of these, a sell stop, a setup, a high probability trade setup, is that better than sell stop? Is saying that this is going to go down. Okay, so when we have right over here, these indicators are to the top, red, 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 green, red, red, sell stop. And it called it and it went down. Doop, 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 doop. Price action below. The 3 EMAs pulled back up artificially, wrongly against that. That's why that's called the BS detector. All three sniper lines rose. Huh, I just happened to catch that. And then we have our red. Look, even the candles told you. The EMAs flipped to red. The Bach turned to red. So we knew it was all down. Then they did the false move up. And all my indicators told you that it wasn't a real move up, that it was going to come back down, and it did. And then it did this exact same pattern again. All three high, red, 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 green. Buy, stop, you'd enter in and off any one of those oranges right there, line entries, or you would have stayed in this trade from the first place. Actually, this is your second entry. Because watch, what did it form? Listen, everybody, some of you just, I know you think that whatever, but here you go. Watch what this formed. Just look at what this formed. I'm pretty sure some people are like, well, what did it form? What did it form? Other people are like, yeah, I see it, right? So we have green means up, red means down, green means up, red means down. Double. Triple. Okay, so this is what a cell looks like with my system. And if I took everything away, you wouldn't see anything there. You wouldn't have a clue of what this looked like, that this was a cell right here. But with my system, if you like trading M's or triple tops, and you like calling that, you can just simply look for this high probability setup. You can see the blue rose twice. Purple pink also rose twice and came. You can see red, 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 green, solid reds, red, 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 green, right? And then it came down. You can see that it came up with price action. Orange came above it. Orange, you could enter it in again and came down. This is how you can trade with my system. Watch. It's so easy. You can just literally let the first leg form, number one. Then you can wait for this to form, which is the W, upward W number 2. Then you can wait for the next leg to form, enter off the center line of your M right here, which I'd have to zoom in a little, but roughly speaking, so we'd have to get off of that center, probably a little higher than that. Enter once it crosses over, people are like, what the fuck is he teaching? Once it crosses over the center of this, of your middle of your M right here, enter off of that break when it's a downward sloping, only downward sloping M, sorry. And then you can enter it off that, or you can enter off this hook pullback right here. So this is your M. It goes up, down, up, down. You can see it clearly with my system. Blue line up, down, up, down. You can clearly see it with the EMAs and how the price action is interacting with it. Up, down, right? So now you enter off the break of your center point of your M and it goes down. You'll pick up all these pips right here. Martar, did you catch that? Mike Latt, did you catch what I just said? Because he's like, what? It is textbook, Martar said. But you have to have this setup. If you don't see this downward sloping, see your angle, you would have saw all that coming up. You would have saw, look, because I guarantee you, why is things green? And he's talking about it. Well, we're not talking about that area, peeps. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we see. Attaboy. Okay, so right about there. You can, there, right there. Let me grab another arrow. So let me scoosh you this way some for the people over there. Perfect sell stop. Doop, 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 doop. Up, boom, down, came up, did its bullshit, came back down, hooked over here. This is actually another safety trade. This is another sell. If we went right to this spot right there inside of the sell of this thing, you would find a very perfect what time frame? 2? Oh, geez. 5-second sell, something really tiny, but this is where you'd see it at right here. Because it came up, pulled, and so, and you guys are going to have another, I know what you guys, but some of you that have a little more knowledge of the system, this is what you're looking at. This is going to hook. It did, hook, came up and came back down again. Well, this isn't the safety trade sell stop, right? This is a sell stop, but this isn't the safety trade on this 2-minute trade. You would wait for this movement right there. And when you saw this movement that pulled back up, you'd go down from the 2-minute to the 5-second, maybe even a 1 second, don't I? 1 second, 5 second, 10 seconds, somewhere in that range sell. And then you would ride it from there, which happens to coincide with that center line. Yeah. Somebody ought to think about that one for a second. It says, how deep does this shit go? How can the pullback, right? See a little pullback. That's a line. We can do it right there. That's a little thick. Hold on a second. Right here. And this right, that I kind of missed it, but that right there is your doot doot doot, and that is your the safety trade. The actual one is right there. That'll be your pullback, because this is your setup. This is your M, pullback, hooks, comes back up to there, boom, that's it. And you would drop your trade in, because you can't stay here, because that's not where the trade is. You drop your trade in right down there. Let's go here, and now let's go. I'm kind of hoping this will be somewhere around there. Yeah. Hold on. We maybe even go to 30 second. Wow, that's a break. Yes. Haha. There it is. Oh, let me get rid of that stuff for you. And there it is. There's your sell. Oof. Pink, purple, blue. Is anyone seeing the patterns here on my team here? Our little members? Look. The exact same. Pink, purple, blue, high. Ding dong, ding dong. There's your orange line over. Is this clicking for anyone? Maybe it isn't as, I thought this would be really, well, we'll get back to the 2-minute here, but that these explanations would show you how you can see when something's going, it doesn't matter if this is a 2-minute chart, 2-hour chart, 6-month chart, the same exact patterns happen over and over again. It doesn't matter whether this is GBP USD and this is the absolute. What matters is this exact same pattern down that I'm showing you happens. And if you're patient enough for a down trade, you would let price action hook come under. Hook come up, wait for your first sell stop, wait for your second sell stop, enter the trade, wait for the pullback, enter the trade a second time, and ride it down if you were going to do a sell. Listen to what I just said. Okay? Joe Biggett says, yes, it's clicking. If you're patient, you don't try, which my system can actually grab this movement right here, right after it pulled back. Well, you can see it can. You can see the things turn red. You know that the system's seeing red. Anywho, so watch. This is the down. I'm about to explain the up for you, but understand this and throw up 7s or yeses or thank God that someone's on here helping us understand this. Wait patiently, like my beautiful wife, Bree, says. Wait for price action to come down. Everything's red to come back up. Let the bullshit develop, right? This thing right here. How do we know it's the right one in? Because this tells us it. But keep waiting. Don't take that trade. Wait again. Come up here, right? Then you take the second leg. Take the second leg, because there it is. Enter right here. This is your entry. Boom, this is entry 1. Okay? Then it'll pull, so then it will pull back up again. Then we would enter off this thing. So this would be entry 2 right there. And that is your second. So now you have 2 trades going on the way down. You know, take profit. You know what the rules are on that. Don't be a greedy pig. But yeah, well, it's just that this is for a sell. Is this getting through to anyone? On TikTok, is this getting through? You're learning more right now on how to make a correct sell than you ever will with any other person on the internet. Oh, he's just, okay. Go over there and learn your price action patterns and your support and your resistance. And go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I'm teaching you exactly how a sell would work. The safest time to enter, the correct leg to enter on, when to enter the trade, when the pullback on the pullback happens. Just look at that. This is just classic. This is the textbook. Patience, good morning. So my VIP people, the 16 of you in there, I mean, I think it should be I don't know. And I know you're saying, well, I knew this 20 years ago. And I met Mike Lattimore's like, yeah, I got that. March always like, yeah, I got it too. All right, well, the computer code, if Keith and now Tommy, if Keith couldn't get a robot to see what I just taught you guys, and you guys, I know, I got it, I see it, and we can't get AI to learn, well, it's just code, AI is just code. AI code just to learn this, but a human can learn it as quickly as I just went over it with you, and probably even quicker than that if I just skip. So I'm probably going to do a lot faster on the next explanation over here. All right. I just hope that makes sense, that you can see how everything turns to red with my system, right? Everything turns to red. Red. It's a sea of red. Wait for the sea of red. It pulls up once. Wait for the sea of red. It pulls up twice. You'll see all the same, boom, boom. Enter in, and you know the orange line. You know how long to hold it. And then when it pulls back again, which it 99% or 90% of the time or more will, this is your fill in the gap trade here. This is your logo down here. See, I didn't even explain. I'm going to explain that on the thing. Our downward sloping logo, the coolest logo in trading. I don't know. That's just me. All right. I don't even have that open. Oh my goodness. Do I really want to get into that? No. We do have the coolest logo without bragging. Come over to here. It's kind of in the middle of that mess I just drew out, but it is the red arrow on the back of the bull. The bull, where do we want to go on this one? Maybe I should show them without. I'll stay here. All right. So that red down arrow is the logo. The green fill in the gap would be right about there. I can't see. Probably got to move my orange line over a little. Shit. 7 minutes to market open. 7 minutes to market open. I think I'm going to stay on both because I really want to explain this. Jesus. I really. All right. I'm going to call market open without looking at it. How about that? I'm not going to be on for market open. I'm going to call it before it happens. Ooh, geez, that's really bad. Sell. We got a little buy going there. Maybe I can call something thing. So from this time forward to when market opens, sell. 5 second sell. It's going to go down a little bit. It's going to hook, come back up. It will then eventually go past $24,270.36. Open. Depends on how far down this dips. I'm just going to call it. I wouldn't play any shit in sells. Do a buy at open between now and then when market open happens. Look for that buy. It's going to go up, touch somewhere around that 10, 15 second blue line. After that, so we're going to have a dip first, right? Then I think it already is. Then you're going to see the dip first. Then you'll see a little pull back up. And that's what I'm waiting for from. So let's hope this dip lasts a few minutes, like the next 5, 6, whatever it is. And then we can get it there. All right. Yeah. Because this is sell, 2-minute sell, blah, blah, blah. It never finished the 4-hour, right? Where was it? Yeah, it's NQ. The ultimate call, which I made first thing this morning, which was in the first 30 seconds. And I don't think any one of you were here yet, but you can go back and rewatch this. I called that NQ1 sell on the 4-hour to finish. Matter of fact, I could have swore I called that yesterday too. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So anywho, how cute is this? Oh, back to it. All right. So this is important. I wouldn't miss the open other than this is extremely important stuff you guys are learning. So if I'm willing to take up some time, you guys should be taking some time too. That's your sells. Now for the buys, which is what you guys are all used to. And there's a reason why I just went over the sells. Yeah. We'll see how we need things to come down. My system works and makes money on the way down. Awesome. All right. Now, how does this work? And this is picture perfect buy to the blue line. All right. Let's be clear on this. So after you see the red come down, things go back up again. Well, no one knows when the bottom is. Bullshit. I know where the bottom is. I know where the bottom is. All of you know where the bottom is in my system. Where's the bottom? Well, let's see. When price action comes back over, flips over, and is on the so how do we know? Well, green up, red down, green up, red down, green up, fill in the gap trade, logo trade to the blue line trade. If you only took that trade, and if we can get Tommy to code that trade into a robot, you motherfuckers who are in my system are all instant millionaires. As simple as that. Demo trade only, but that's the way that goes, period. So you might be trading, you might not be trading, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Those of you who support me, and if I can get this to be a visual thing where we can get the stupid fucking code to be able to see the trade, then all of you are instantaneously. Anyone in my VIP group will get this robot as fast as I can put it out, which is pretty fast because I never allow, I don't ever wait. I'm pushing it out a little too fast. Not robots though. I'll take my time. Hold on one second. All right, let's get this down. We need to take a picture. I don't have Tommy. Why is Tommy not on my Facebook? What in the world? Hold on. Oh, man. I guess I could send it to myself. What the heck? Let me just grab it this way. Hold on one second. Well, if you ever want to eat at a good steakhouse, Outback Steakhouse, don't ask why, but it just came up. All right, let me see. Tommy. What does he go as a kick? Nope. Ah, jeez. Here, I'll just do it to me. All right, let's grab that camera. Do. Okay, this video is for Tommy. We're going to go over this. This is GBP USD 2-minute currently. Forex time is March 19th, Thursday, 2026 at 15:14. We're going to need to get this one thing. We're going to do that actually. We're going to do the the logo trade to the blue line. We're going to code that in, and I don't care if we have to give 1,000 different things to you and whoever, please. Anywho, thanks. Just want to document this is where we're going. Thanks. Bye. All right. Send that. Use the video. Can I send it? Was it too long? Updating attachment. Oh, I have to go over to market. All right, let me see market open. I'm going to go over to market open. But we're going to come right back to this training. I have to get this finished in. This is too important. Okay, let's go to market open. 1 minute to market open. Please do not play market
Demo
open.
trade only. I am not
It's still
a
going
financial
down.
advisor.
It's still going down. No. Why? Stop. Nah, I'm going to find something around here. I don't care. 15-second buy, specifically US 30 and NAS. I want this thing to pull up at open, even if it's just for a few seconds. Oh, shit, we're in the middle of that. God dang sell. We can still get that jerk up. Market open, market open. Oh, shit, we did not get it. Shit. I'm staying. Just stay there. Don't play anything. Let it drop. We know where it's going. We're going down to the NQ 4-hour blue line. Fuckers. It's going to be a minute before this thing flips. And I ain't going to be on when it does. Damn it.
SPX hit the 5-hour.
Yeah, there you go. Damn it. We ain't going to make no money this morning, peeps. None. No, I'm teasing. You can make it on the way down. I just don't play it. Oh, SPX hit it. Is that what you said? Yeah, because we still get it for NAS. Yeah, perfect. Yep, waiting for NAS to follow up, and then, well, let's see. Oh, we should be past it. Yeah, past it on everything. Ugh. We're going to see a 4-hour candle. Oh shit, that's a whole nother lesson. I'll just give you the this right here. After this is done, it's really good to check. What is it? 2 o'clock and whatever, 10 o'clock or something like that. Every 4 hours, they do the little big candles like that, and they'll wick them. So what they'll do is, even if you're on we're in the middle of the sell, obviously, and it's going down to the blue line, blah, blah, past it, even if you're on your 5-hour. So it's going down, but they'll either wick / pull this up. So they'll give you a green candle right here, after this one's done. So when you see this 4-hour green candle, even if they're just wicking up a red candle, meaning they're just bringing it up, then they're going to hook it and bring it back down further. Well, if you go up for 15 minutes out of a 4-hour candle, or an hour out of a 4-hour candle, or 4 hours out of a 4-hour candle, you get that one up candle, you can still make probably in US 30, thousands of pips on a 4-hour up candle in the middle of the down. So in other words, when we see this flip over here, I'm mainly talking the VIP peeps. Sorry, guys. You guys kind of hang in there. Right here, you'll see it go all. That's how you get this 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 30 seconds, and sometimes 45 seconds, and sometimes it peters out at the 1 minute. That's just the wick of a higher time frame candle. It kind of goes up. It gets extinguished. It goes, and it goes, and it comes down. And that's what it's doing. So we're riding this up in a down market, in a down, overly all trend down. Am I saying that correctly? Prayers for Tommy for his coding. Did that make sense to anybody in the VIP? No?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Good morning, Kev.
Good morning. Is it Sam?
Yes, sir.
Are you done traveling? Were you traveling?
I'm done traveling, and then I'm never done traveling.
Haha.
Just always back and forth to Florida and my house in North Carolina.
Nice.
So anyway, yeah, I'm back for 2 weeks.
Well, good deal. Glad you're back. All right, so we're officially, we are done. The NQ is finished. Nice. So there you go. Now we're finished. Hopefully now, and this is what's probably, because we're on our hopefully probably level now, is this will now, maybe we'll get a little, I don't think we will, but we might get a little push a little deeper here, like hard push, meaning like an 8-hour, 12-hour, whatever to go down. I don't think on this particular movement, though, we will. But you don't have to take my word for it. When these start to flip, anytime you start to see the buy stop going up, throw something in. And that goes for NQ1, NAS, US 30, SPX, or ES1. Just throw it in. Doop, doop, doop. Meaning, if you take the buy stops on a 30-second, for instance, or the 15-second, and you make 3 pips on NQ and not NAS. So you make 3 pips. Oh, well, whatever. Well, that's really good for a professional trader, but for us, that blows. Then we get tapped out. It hooks, comes back down. It's not finished going down. It's pushing towards the 420 lines, whatever. Then it flips again and it goes there and you take it again on the 15-second or 30-second. Well, eventually, after you do it 5 or 6 or 7 times, it's going to continue to rocket upward and you'll get your runner. And if you catch a runner at 30 seconds, just doing it the way I did is a heck of a lot better than catching it at 30 minutes or 2 hours or 4 hours. If you're in the middle of a daily, weekly buy, yeah, you can play those higher time frames and should. But if you want to try to catch a little something, that's how you would do it. Did that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go back to my lesson over here because it's too dang on important. I'm not letting go of this one. Where are we at? No. I think it was this. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to explain a buy and how to do this. So this is the most classic example of a buy stop. My goodness, God just blessed us this morning with this. So we explained the sell, okay? Price action. Well, when price action comes back up and over, right, it could turn into one of these and come right back down again. See when it first forms? But we're patient. We're going to let price action come up and over, pull back down again. Oh, you mean the logo for our buy stop. This is where I'm going to get into a lot of detail, so hold on. Price action's red, so it's under what? Under the 0 between red and green. I swear, I'll get that question. I don't know. They'll say, well, what is red under? Well, it's under the effing 0, and that's why it's red. It's under the, I don't know how else to say. But I'll hear it. I swear that's another one. Well, you didn't explain what it was under. Well, it's effing red. It came up, turned green, pulled back down, made the space, and came back up again. Well, this is your first fill in the gap trade. This video is to be rewatched just to memorize it. Amen, Marta. I really think this is just going to be so easy, hopefully, to tie it all together for you peeps. Oh, my God, please. And I know we're helping a lot of you, but we got more. So it pulled over, came over, formed our first logo trade. How did we know that? Well, the way you know that, blue comes up, pink comes down, and you have all these other signals in there. But if you wanted to be extremely patient and not take that trade, which is a logo trade, sniper only, you can't run it with the normal system itself by itself. You just can't do it. You need the sniper. You have to have it. But when you see it and you see boom, hook, it's going to the blue line. Perfect. Or you can have patience of a God. And what does that mean? You take and wait. Well, you could take the trade. It goes up. You obviously make a shit ton of money. Or you can just patiently wait. We're on 2-minute GBP USD current. This is live time. We're going to come down. Price action, red is down, right? Green is up. Red is down. Green is up. Now we have our space right here. Oh boy, we're going to come back to that space. And this is just amazing what you're witnessing. This is so cool to see the perfect down and the absolute, you can't get better, perfect up, all in the same charts. Love it. All right. So what's happening? You waited for price action to go to the left and above. You waited for it to come down. You waited for price to go up again, down again. You can see the buy stop forming. It turned to green, red, right? Green, buy stop. Blue stayed high, pink came down, pink and purple. Then it came up again, right? In the middle here. See the green? Then it came down again and hooked. See this right here? This is your red. So now you have perfect W. This time on the second leg, you'll see the snipers telling you this is now your fast time frame. This is your entry time frame. If you can find the orange below it, you need to enter here. It's telling you that because the blue dipped with it. That is the telltale sign of an upward sloping W in my system. When this all lines up, this is perfection. You can take this trade or not. Then you can come, you can take the trade or not. Then, if you'd like to, you can wait for the actual safety trade, which is the ricochet. I hope John Parker's on and Tommy's on, which is the ricochet from here back down to here. It's taught in the system. This is your fill in the gap for your logo, ricochet to the blue line. You want to know the safest, this trade, none of the safety trade I've never seen in all of my almost 5 years, whatever, 5 years, I guess, because I've been using it prior to you guys. Let's just say 5 years of using the system, ever seen a buy stop to the blue line miss, let alone the logo fill in the gap buy stop to the blue line. This is the safest pips you're ever going to make in the history of the world is right there. I don't give a fuck what anyone else teaches you or tells you. It's those pips from right there to there. Never miss. Ever miss. Cannot. I would love the AI models to go out there and figure out exactly if they can break that. No, 940. We're still good. All right. So, does anybody want me to recap all this again on the buys? Because everything perfectly humanly possible has transpired on this. If you see, I don't know if I'm being clear here. Let me be clear here to the VIP people, to everybody listening on TikTok, YouTube, and everybody in the history books who will be listening to this particular thing, because we ain't relenting until we get into some ass thing. All right. Look. Looky, looky. All right. Okay. All righty. He's going to say the basics. Yes, that's what I'm telling. This is the basics. All right. What's over 99% of the time? Yeah, that's funny. All right. Now, this trade setup, what can I tell you? If you guys can't remember things and you have trouble with whatever, just do this. Is take a picture of I'm not shitting you. Just take a picture like I did. Take a screenshot like I did. Take it from about, well, I would go back a little further. I'll back it up for you right there. I would take it from here to here, inside of there, just like this. I would print it everywhere. I would never take a cell, because you guys are so stubborn. I'm teaching you to sell for another reason too, because I have a feeling you're going to be in some cells soon. Right here, and this is your one that you want. That's the one. Okay. Now, you should never enter, at least don't enter on the first leg. This is if you're trying to be safe and make the safest trade possible. Enter here and enter here. Not here, here, and here. That's for your cells. Sevens and yeses, if you guys understand that simple little thing I just said.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Let me grab this. And where is my waters? Where is my waters? Da, 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 da. All right. 777s. A lot of, what does person say? A lot of rubbish, as Placid. Yeah, you're right, Placid William. It is. It's a lot of rubbish. Everybody in the VIP group, everything I'm teaching you for free, and it's a lot of rubbish. This is rubbish. Everybody on all the platforms here, Placid Williams, in proper English, he understood to separate the word a lot. He forgot to do that. I'm sorry. A lot of rubbish. And then he spelled rubbish with an N. Okay, I might be a bad speller, but it isn't spelled RUNBISHB. But thank you, Placid, for your input. I appreciate it. You're obviously a very intelligent person, and you're right. What actually happening live isn't happening. You're right. You're genius. God, Placid Williams, genius. Good. We're gonna add you to our wall of fame, and we're gonna go ahead and ban you for life. But have a good one, bro. Glad you stopped by, and we're negative. Good job. Good job. What a tool. And by the way, you moderators on he's YouTuber, wasn't he? Oh no. Yeah, he was YouTube. You moderators on YouTube, you can go ahead and ban him. Feel free. Take his ass out. That's why you have the power of the little wrench. Well, they took that away from you, but I gave it back. You have the power to fix things. All right. What a clown. We live in a clown world. All right, take a picture of this. Enter were the 2 times I told you and be patient. This is your cell. You could have. I think Dark Light's got my sense of humor there. All right. So, with this being said on the sells, let's do the buys. And this is extremely important, even for my VIP peeps who think they know everything. This is so easy. If you can span out, and if you're looking at the weekly and it looks like this, take the trade. If you're looking at a daily and it looks like this, buy, stop, which we're going over, you would take the trade. If it's a 30-second movement and it looks like this, you would take the trade. Which trade would I take on a 30-second? Only one, I'll tell you that. And it would be that one right here. Safest trade in the history of trading is that trade. The actual safety trade, buy stop, after the ricochet to the blue line. Fill in the gap. Forgot to fill in the gap. I mean, how many more words can I add onto a trade before it's reality? There it is. I mean, that is amazing. It's just perfection. Now you have a buy stop to the blue line after that happened right there, and it was blah, blah, blah. Got it. But this is what the Holy Grail trade looks like, that every trader in the history of the world was looking for, is this trade. What do? Well, they put the EMAs on. Well, I know to trade when it's below it. Yeah, no, you don't. Okay. And then they say, well, when it comes up and it's above the 10 and it's going to go up because it's above, they don't know. But with the system, you literally are being shown, and there's an M in here if you didn't see that. You're being shown what the W is. You're being shown when the safety trade occurs. I don't know how else to explain it. This is the safety trade to the blue line after ricochet with our fill in the gap here with their sniper. See how it went? Now this is very fast. To hold the sniper high on this fast of a trade, no, you're asking too much. Definitely too much. So if it dips low, it's okay. So pink, purple, blue, little dipped on the blue, pink, purple, low, perfect entry, fill in the gap. You would have went down to, what did we say, the 15-second? No, I think it was 30-second or something. Entry right here. And then you would have entered off the orange line being underneath. Okay. So this is your buy stop. I've come back to this after going off of different tangents 5-6 times this morning. That's how important what I'm trying to get across to you is. If you see how, and then it just did a buy stop to the blue line. Like we said, it's not as, it's good, it's great. It's not as good as this one. Okay. Or if you want to enter off the center of your W right there, which would have been that yellow somewhere around here you'd enter. But whatever. But that's it. This is the trade that all of you are trying to find, is this trade. I mean, if you're this patient with a trade, even on 2 minutes, how long did this take? It probably took an effing ever 11:22-ish. Well, to take the trade would have been down here. So 3 hours. To take a 2-minute trade, it took 3 hours to set up. This is where a lot of you need patience. And I've gotten a lot more patient. I used to be horribly not patient. Like, yeah, not good at all. But 3 hours to develop for a 2-minute trade should teach you that a daily one of these would take possibly a year. I mean, I can go back and look on the symbol, but it could take a very long time for this to go from selling to up here to the buying. But this is the flow of the system. Still working on that kind of patience. I agree. I'm getting better, much, much better. Oh my God. You guys think I snap and get short? No. Back when I was 250, yeah, maybe. little temper. I'm Italian, leave me alone. All right. Sells, first leg, second leg, and then your pullback, the safety trade leg. Flips over, first leg of your W, second leg of your W, the pullback to the blue line, off of ricochet, fill in the gap, logo trade. Jesus. All the shit combined right to there, to the blue line. Now that's at least what? How many times I said that, Mike? About 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When are you guys going to say, we understand? You know, you ever hear the preacher repeating the sermon until someone submits? What are you repeating the sermon for? Well, no one said they understood it. Anybody here want to say, okay, we got it. Leave us alone. You beat it into our head.
No, because they always pick something new up, man.
Isn't that awesome? Sam's like,
Just when we think we got it, or at least me.
well, this is a little more medium to bigger picture training. And I'm using this. I'm going to use this damn thing. I swear I have the picture. We'll be using this every day. Watch. Because this is just too simple. I mean, you can't deny that my system turns red and red is down and it's going down. There it is. That's as simple as I can say. It goes down. Then you can't deny my system turns green and it goes up. And there it is going up. What part of this? I know, well, it's much harder than that. And you have, okay, well, there's a lot of red and it goes down. Oh, there's a lot of green. There it goes up. I don't know what to tell you. Well, but how do you know when to get in? Remember some of those trades I used to take where I just threw the shit in there? Said, hey, it's going to go up. I don't give a fuck. Pop. I think it just did. I know I did it with J&J. Oh, that was such a beautiful little trade. I know it's been a year ago, but I just love when certain trades just do perfect. It's like in my mind. Very good training. You're welcome, Marley Mar. No, when
The
I'm
training was excellent. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I watched it a couple times.
Nice. I'm 6 months in, inconsistent profit, and can show you, then I'll have begun to understand it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, consistently profitable. Boom, boom, boom. Well, there's your trade, Matt. I'm telling you. TikTokers, any questions before we go? I'm going to stay on VIP afterwards, so don't go anywhere on VIP. TikTokers, any questions before I go? See you guys. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. End now. And this morning's TikTok, we had like 12 people on there. Yesterday we had like 40 or 50, and the day before that was like 20. I'm like, TikTok is so all over the place. It's so weird. All right, where were we? Nope, over here. YouTubers, YouTube, TikTok, no, YouTubers, Twitters, Twitchers, Xers, Facebook Livers. Anybody on that one? Anybody have any questions before we go? I got you, Coach, says Darklight. Bye, Placid. Thank you, Darklights. Mick. MC. Looks like this is happening in queue now. Thanks, Kev, says Darklights. You're welcome. All right, so no questions, just thank yous. Look at it go up. Holy shit. By the way, is it going up where I called it to go? Remember when I called out GBP USD? Does anyone remember where I called it? I hope was Martar here. Does anybody remember where I called it to? So not only is it training, it's happening live before your very eyes. How can anyone deny, like the one guy, oh, this is bullshit. Well, what? You know, I called it to go up. I told you it was going to go up, and it's going up. But I'm confused on what? How did I not call that correctly? Before it happened, you see it going up. It's off the screen going up. There we go. Sink that down a little. Yeah, right there. All right. Bye, everybody on YouTube. Ish. Whoever those is on.